Dear one, beloved, listen closely. This is not by accident that you are here at this very moment. I am speaking to you in the stillness of your spirit, in the quiet place where truth cannot be hidden. At 11:11 p.m., when the world slowed and distractions faded, something shifted. A realization awakened in someone connected to your destiny. They began to see what they once overlooked. They felt what they once denied. And now, they cannot ignore it. I am the one who orders time and seasons, and I tell you this: what is unfolding is not random, it is aligned. You have wondered why things seemed delayed, why doors did not open when you expected, why connections felt confusing or uncertain. But I was working beyond what your eyes could see. While you were growing, healing, and becoming stronger, I was also working on their heart. Yes, they struggled with understanding. Yes, they wrestled with fear, pride, and uncertainty. But I never lost sight of the promise over your life. What I have written shall not be erased. At 11:11 p.m., a moment of clarity pierced through their confusion. They recognized your value, your presence, your irreplaceable role in their future. What they once took lightly, they now see as essential. This realization did not come easily, it came after reflection, after silence, after feeling your absence in ways they did not expect. I allowed them to feel the weight of what life could be without you, not to harm them, but to awaken truth. If you are receiving this, I need you to stay aligned and attentive. Do not let doubt creep in now. Do not let past disappointments rewrite what I am doing. Instead, stand firm in faith. And as a sign that you are in agreement with this message, comment 11:11 I trust the timing. Also, like, share, and subscribe to this channel so this message can reach others who need confirmation. I also want to pass on a time-sensitive message from the moon to you, and you need to hear it today. A subtle yet powerful energy will push you to make a critical decision by the end of the week. You won't find the answer in your horoscope, so don't bother looking there. Click the link in the description to see your free personalized video moon reading. I was amazed at how accurate my reading was, and I know you will feel the same. I know there were moments when you questioned everything. You asked if you were misled, if you misunderstood the connection, if you were holding on to something that would never come to pass. But I was never silent, I was preparing. What you interpreted as distance was actually divine positioning. I separated what needed to be cleared so that what is meant for you could come without confusion. Understand this: not everyone who enters your life is meant to stay, but those I have chosen for your destiny cannot be replaced. This connection you feel is not built on illusion, it is rooted in purpose. And when purpose calls, even the most stubborn heart must eventually respond. That is why they are beginning to see differently now. But hear me clearly: you must not chase, you must not force, and you must not lower your worth to make anything happen. What I am bringing together will happen in alignment, not desperation. Let them come into understanding. Let them approach with clarity. Your role is to remain grounded, healed, and open, not anxious or reactive. There has been deception around you, not necessarily from others alone, but from thoughts that tried to convince you that you were not enough, that you were too late, or that your time had passed. Reject those thoughts now. They are not from me. I have called you chosen, worthy, and prepared. Do not accept anything less than what reflects that truth. If you feel this message resonating deeply, comment 2222 I am ready for what is mine. This is your moment to align with what is unfolding. And don't forget, like, share, and subscribe so you remain connected to messages that strengthen your spirit. What they are realizing now is not just emotional, it is spiritual. They are beginning to understand that your presence brings peace, growth, and direction. They see that what you carry is not common. And this realization is changing the way they think, the way they feel, and the way they will act moving forward. Still, patience is required. I am not a God of confusion, and I do not rush what must be built correctly. You are not being asked to wait without purpose, you are being positioned for something stable, something real, something lasting. Trust that I am removing immaturity, doubt, and fear from both sides so that what comes together will not break under pressure. You may feel their energy shifting. You may sense a change in how they communicate or how they show up. This is not your imagination. This is movement. This is alignment beginning to take form in the physical after being prepared in the unseen. But I also give you a warning, do not allow impatience to sabotage what is unfolding. Do not test, manipulate, or try to control the outcome. What is mine to bring together will come together without force. Stay in your peace. Stay in your growth. Stay in your truth. Right now, I am asking you to release every fear tied to this connection. Release the what-ifs, the doubts, the overthinking. Replace them with trust. Because what I have spoken over your life is still active, still moving, still unfolding. If you are ready to release fear and step into trust, comment 1111 I release and receive. This is your declaration. And remember to like, share, and subscribe so you stay connected to these confirmations. The realization they had at 11:11 p.m. was not the end, it was the beginning. The beginning of clarity, of accountability, of action. They can no longer pretend they don't feel this. They can no longer ignore the truth. And as they step forward, you will see the difference, not just in words, but in consistency. I am aligning hearts, but I am also aligning timing. And when both meet, nothing will stand in the way. What is meant for you will not miss you. What I have chosen for you will not be given to another. Stay watchful, but not anxious. Stay hopeful, but not desperate. Stay grounded, but open. Because what is coming requires you to be ready, not just emotionally, but spiritually. I am with you in this process. I have not left you. I have not forgotten you. And I am not delaying without reason. Everything is moving according to a divine plan that cannot fail. Now receive this final confirmation: what they realized is real, what you felt is valid, and what is coming is aligned. If you believe this and claim it over your life, comment 2222 IT is already done. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because your agreement activates your alignment. Stay ready. Stay faithful. And trust me, I am not finished yet. Beloved, I am not finished speaking to your heart. Lean in again, because what you are about to receive is not just comfort, it is transformation. I have seen every silent tear you thought no one noticed. I have heard every prayer you whispered when your voice felt too heavy to rise. You carried pain that others did not understand, and yet you continued. That strength within you, it did not come from nowhere. It came from me. You have walked through seasons that tested your faith, seasons where you felt alone even in a crowded room. There were nights when your mind would not rest, when questions filled your thoughts, and answers seemed far away. But even then, I was near. Even when you could not feel me, I was guiding you, protecting you, and shaping something within you that could not be built any other way. What you experienced was not wasted. Every disappointment, every delay, every moment of confusion was part of a greater preparation. I was strengthening your spirit, teaching you discernment, and building a foundation that will not collapse when blessings arrive. Because what I am bringing into your life now requires a version of you that is ready to receive it without fear. Your pain had a purpose, but hear me clearly, it is not your permanent place. You are not meant to stay in cycles of hurt, doubt, or emotional exhaustion. I am calling you out of that space now. This is the moment where healing begins to fully take root. Not partial healing, not temporary relief, but deep restoration that reaches places you thought would always ache. Something is shifting within you even now. The heaviness is lifting. The confusion is clearing. You are beginning to see yourself differently, not through the lens of what hurt you, but through the truth of who I created you to be. And that truth is powerful, unshaken, and whole. If you feel this shift, if something inside you is awakening as you read this, pause and declare it. Comment 11:11 My healing has begun. Speak it boldly. And as you align with this message, like, share, and subscribe so this word can reach others who are stepping into their healing as well. Beloved, miracles are not distant from you, they are already in motion. You have been conditioned to expect struggle, to prepare for disappointment, to guard your heart so tightly that even joy felt unfamiliar. But I am rewriting that pattern. I am introducing peace where there was anxiety, clarity where there was confusion, and hope where there was doubt. The breakthrough you have been waiting for is not just external, it begins within you. When your mindset shifts, when your spirit aligns, when your faith becomes stronger than your fear, everything around you begins to respond differently. Doors that once felt closed will open with ease. Opportunities that seemed out of reach will find their way to you. But understand this, your breakthrough requires your participation. Not in striving or forcing, but in trusting and releasing. You must let go of what no longer aligns with where I am taking you. Old wounds, past attachments, limiting beliefs, these cannot come with you into the next season. There were people who could not understand your journey. There were moments when you felt misunderstood, overlooked, or even rejected. But I used those experiences to redirect you, not to diminish you. What I remove is never to harm you, it is to protect your future. And now, I am restoring what felt lost. Not in the same form, but in a greater, more aligned way. What is coming will not confuse you. It will not leave you questioning your worth. It will meet you with clarity, consistency, and peace. If you are ready to receive restoration and breakthrough, declare it now. Comment, 2222 I receive my miracle. Let your voice align with your faith. And remember, like, share, and subscribe so you stay connected to messages that uplift and strengthen you. You have carried emotional weight for too long. You have tried to be strong for everyone else while quietly needing support yourself. But I see you. I know your heart. And I am inviting you to rest, not in exhaustion, but in trust. Healing is not always loud. Sometimes it is quiet, gentle, and steady. It is the moment you realize you are no longer triggered by what once hurt you. It is the moment you choose peace over overthinking. It is the moment you stop chasing validation and start standing in your truth. That is what I am doing within you now. I am stabilizing your emotions, strengthening your mind, and renewing your spirit. You are becoming grounded in a way that cannot be shaken by external circumstances. But I must also warn you, there will be moments where old feelings try to resurface. Not because you are going backward, but because you are being tested to see if you will respond differently. Do not fall back into old patterns. Do not reopen doors that I have already closed. Stay aware. Stay aligned. Stay rooted in what you know is true. The miracle you are stepping into is not just about one area of your life, it is holistic. It will touch your relationships, your purpose, your peace, and your direction. You are not just receiving something, you are becoming someone new. If you are ready to step fully into this new version of yourself, declare it boldly. Comment, 1111 I am transformed. Let this be your moment of agreement. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so this message continues to reach those who need it. Beloved, your story is not defined by what hurt you. It is defined by how you rise from it. And you are rising now. Stronger. Wiser. Clearer. More aligned than ever before. There were times when you felt like giving up. Times when continuing felt harder than stopping. But you did not give up. And because you kept going, you are now standing at the edge of something greater than you imagined. This is your breakthrough season. Not a temporary moment, but a shift into a new way of living, thinking, and being. You will no longer settle for less than what aligns with your value. You will no longer accept confusion where clarity is required. I am placing you in environments that support your growth. I am connecting you with people who recognize your worth. I am opening doors that align with your purpose. And I am removing anything that cannot support where you are going. Trust this process, even when you do not see the full picture yet. I see it. I am guiding it. And I am ensuring that everything works together for your good. Now receive this final truth: your pain is ending, your healing is unfolding, your miracle is arriving, and your breakthrough is here. If you believe this and are ready to walk in it, declare it now. Comment 2222 My breakthrough is here. And continue to like, share, and subscribe, because your agreement strengthens your alignment. Stay steady. Stay faithful. And remember, I am with you in every step, and what I have started in you, I will complete. Amen.